Usopp has some great moments. Most of them happen in Water 7. You know the moment where he has the money stolen and he's crying and he's angry and he's humiliated all at once? While I was recording that, and I've been acting since 1979, and this has never happened, but I had real tears just running down my face as I was recording it. And I went, God, this goofy character is now my favorite, until Koro Sensei came along and just wiped him out. But yeah, that was my absolute favorite moment. And then I also play a character that's completely unrelated to Usopp named the Sniper King. And
yeah.
Getting to sing that song was amazing. Yeah.
I get the love seat.
We're putting
I
you
get
on
to
the
take a
couch,
nap.
Alejandro.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did it.
All right. Well, welcome to Richmond. Thank you so much for being here and joining us today.
Thank you for having
Thanks
us.
for having us.
Absolutely. So this is a really fun panel. I always like to do the voice actor panel because it's a great to get an opportunity for you to share your insights with all your experience in the business. I know there's a lot of questions that people who are looking to get into voice acting would like to know. But first and foremost, just how you doing this weekend so far? How was travel and everything?
Uneventful, which is good.
Good. That's always good.
I slept in. It was great.
Nice.
We dodged some tornadoes in the sky. It was
Really?
wonderful.
Not us.
Almost didn't make it. I'm just kidding.
We just barely missed the hailstorm in Dallas.
There's a hailstorm?
Yeah, right after we left.
Tornadoes and hail. Oh my.
My favorite part was the pilot was like, so a little blinker came on. Give us 10, 15 minutes.
And he's like, we're just going to go anyway.
Yeah.
It
I
should
don't
be
know
all
what the
right.
flight means, but we're going for it.
I think that covers him legally if he says, well, I warned you.
And you didn't leave, so that's fine.
All right, so I know there's a lot to cover. I know there's many, many years of experience amongst all of you, and you've had different journeys, I'm sure. But I want to start here with you, Sonny, if you don't mind, because, obviously when you got started, things like YouTube and the internet wasn't as accessible, wasn't as easy to get your name out there, to get your voice out there. So what were some of the early struggles when you first got started in voice acting?
Well, I started, I think it was in 1897, I think.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
The late 1800s, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think Tesla did the first anime, and we had to talk like this for some reason. I don't know why. Well, actually, though, in 97 is when I started, so back in the 1900s.
The late 1900s, right?
Yeah, the late 1900s, right? I was born closer to the middle of the 1900s. But it wasn't an industry then. There was just a couple of houses doing this, but, I did theater from 1979, and then in 97, they came to Dallas, Funimation did, and had open auditions for Dragon Ball Z, and I got the part of Krillin. But as you guys know, probably that Krillin dies quite a bit.
Spoiler.
So it was a part-time job. So I didn't really take it seriously. I just thought this is fun. And I thought, yeah, it'll last for about 2 years. This fad will be over, and then I'll have to go back to being on stage. And it's been 26 years, and I'm still doing it. So, yeah.
Well, if you think about it, whenever you go to a con, you get on stage. So you never left stage.
Ooh.
That's right. I'm on stage right now. How meta. Let's just pretend this is a play that we're just improvising the whole time.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you all. This is just a warm-up. It gets better.
So yeah, I guess with that, Amalee and Alejandro, you guys had a little bit of a technological help or aid in your rise. Both have very successful YouTube channels and doing your covers and singing, getting your voice out there. How do you feel like technology has really helped you in a way and really hone your craft?
Oh boy. Well, like the internet is all powerful, and when I started it, it wasn't. It was just like a goofy little space. I was like, no one's gonna watch these videos. They're gonna go into the ether and then disappear, right? Wrong. Everything lives forever. But but I'm really grateful to the internet and to like the community that has been born from it. Yeah, it was just a goofy time, and now it's like everything, and it's crazy how intensely the internet has made and exploded all of these fandoms. I feel like I would not be here today without the internet, so I'm very thankful for that rise. But yeah, it is wild to think about.
The internet sucks. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean it is true. Like it's very funny because like I didn't start with song covers. I did it because you told me to.
Yeah, I was like, get on that.
Yeah, and I was like, but I can't sing. Yeah, you can. And I was like, all right, I guess.
It'll tune you. It'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
fine.
it'll be fine.
Tune
It'll be
you.
fine.
It'll make you sound good.
But I started with like home movies essentially. But I would make these things called machinimas, which were using. Yeah, the fact that
Jesus.
the people who know you're old.
Yeah.
Their back hurts.
If you got
Yeah.
that joke, put your retinol on tonight.
Yeah. But yeah, I would do it using like Halo 3 and then eventually like Minecraft, and then I would do commentaries for a while. And now I VTube and do song covers, which is really funny and weird. And everyone has, a lot of people, it's like, what's your favorite thing about VTubing? Want to know what it is? Not having to worry about what I look like or having lights on me. So then I look nice, or the camera will be able to see me rather than
In
just
my
being
pajamas all of the
yes.
time. Yeah.
100%. 100%. Or not having to worry about, it's like, oh, I'm hungry, guys. Just like eating, but all they see is this model just moving their lips with no. I'm like, I'm not giving you a free mukbang stream. Like, but yeah.
ASMR, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll do. That'll move the mic. It's like, hey, you guys want some keyboard ASMR?
That's a redeem though. They got to redeem that.
So when it comes to VTubing, I know there's, you create an avatar and things like that. How much control and how much creativity do you have in actually like designing what you look like?
That depends how much money you got.
Okay, so you have to hire someone to help you.
Oh, 100%. I mean, you could do it yourself, but do you have the time to draw every single layer of like the model? If you do, then by all means, do it for free. But it can get pricey.
I'm not that skilled to figure out how many layers to put into a single eyeball. I can't figure it out. So
It's like 20.
have you looked at your PSD?
I'm
That'd
sure
be fun.
AI will figure it out soon enough.
Oh no.
Oh, for sure. AI's on the cusp.
I mean,
of all that.
hey, also the only thing, if AI helps the people drawing it separate everything in layer, then I'm like, that's a good use of AI. Sure, separate the layers for them. That'll make it easy.
Do the in-betweens, yeah.
Yeah.
Sonny, have you ever considered doing anything like that, VTubing?
I don't even know what it is.
That's fair.
Sounds nasty.
That is also fair.
Wait, what is it?
It's just a model. Like, how do I
It
describe
like maps
this?
your face, it puts a filter
Yeah.
on you, and then
Did you see
it's-
the Super Bowl?
No.
Okay. Well, the reason I bring it up is because Nickelodeon did their version of the Super Bowl, and they had Tom Kenny do VTubing as
no.
SpongeBob. They put an iPhone. If you don't know this, this is true. They put a phone in front of Tom Kenny's face, and he was VTubing as SpongeBob.
VTubing was on the Super Bowl and I missed it.
Nickelodeon.
broadcast, yeah.
Nickelodeon.
So
had
it's
their
just
own
you
broadcast.
talking over an animated.
Yes.
Or it's, okay.
It's like rigged to your face.
Oh
So
yeah,
any-
yeah. I
so-
do that all the time. I just entertain my family with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a Muppet, but digital.
That's
Digital
actually great.
Muppet?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's kind of what I feel about anime voice acting, except we're the Muppets and the screen is the puppeteer,
Yeah.
and we have to let go and let it push us around.
100%.
I do VTubing. That sounds
There you
fun.
go.
Yeah, you
You
should.
got money?
And you, what? Yeah.
You got money? Then great. And you can do it.
Okay. How much does it cost?
Depends.
I want to go all in. How much is it going to cost me?
You got 5 digits?
Yeah, baby.
Then there you go. You got it.
And are you talking weekly, monthly, yearly? Like,
It depends.
okay.
How many outfits you want?
Oh, wow. So
Make
each
toggles.
outfit you have to do, and somebody has to animate everything.
arm.
Yes, sir.
Wow. You can't just use those things on your phone? Those little characters that you can talk through?
It's similar to that. The technology's the same.
Well, that's free.
Is it?
but then
You paid
it doesn't-
$1,000 for your phone.
Oh, that's true, but amongst other features as well.
Right. Just like the VTuber.
You know,
paid a
this
flat fee
conversation
and
is really not interesting to anyone but us on this stage right now.
You'd be surprised. Who
Okay.
cares about VTubers?
I do now.
See?
Yeah.
They got a amount of people.
It's the next evolution of getting money off the internet, for sure. You
hope
all
it's not
have
DBZ
musical
evolution.
backgrounds.
Yeah.
Where did we get started with our music career? I know you said you did theater, and did you sing a lot on stage?
Yeah, I was in choir from a sophomore in high school on, and I was in a few bands and stuff. Yeah, I was in 2 choirs in high school. The one was that we sang like pop tunes, and the others we sang like Gregorian chants and stuff. Yeah, so yeah.
Right, Amalee.
I wish I did choir and stuff. I was just really shy growing up, and I had way too much time on my hands. And so I just made a little booth in my closet one day and started covering songs for fun that I thought no one would listen to. And yeah, it's just exploded.
Here we are.
And here we are.
Awesome.
But yeah, I wish I had done all that, though, because I wish I could go back in time and change that.
Well, I needed it, though. I'm not a very good singer, and I've had a lot of training, and I'm still not any good.
Not either. They just tune me, and then I sound good.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's a lie.
It's pretty
That's
true.
why.
But yeah, no, similar vein. I didn't have any training. The most training I had was Megan Shipman. She taught me how to hold a note and breathing control. Yeah. By the way, Megan Shipman voices Anya in Spy Family, but also she used to teach elementary school kids music.
Yes, you did.
So I'm the elementary school kid as a as a 24-year-old at the time. I was like, teach me to sing, please.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a good way to start. If you want, you can start lining up here to take some questions. We got about
No running.
32 minutes to, and I will be the bad guy. I'll make sure to cut off the line when that is time to do so. So
Slow and
heat's
steady,
on
please.
me. Alrighty then. So you can go ahead and step up to the mic. Hi, what's your name and what's your question about voice acting?
Hi, my name is Lizzie. Just to let you know, Alejandro, I have genuine now.
Really? You pulled him in the last 2 hours?
Yes, I have.
That's hilarious.
But I wanted to know what kind of programs that you utilize in regards to audio mixing.
I use Adobe Audition, but also if you do use an Adobe product, they have a feature, turn it off, because it will collect your data for AI. So make sure to turn off that feature because it's
So they have the right to use your voice now?
it's
you use-
default. It's default. You can turn it off.
It's default?
Yeah.
You have to look for it.
Yeah. In the Creative Cloud account. So
They always try to sneak something in.
Yep.
God.
Yep. So that is you could also use Audacity. There's also what is it?
Logic, there's Pro Tools, there's
Pro Tools is
Tools
the
is harder to
standard.
learn, though.
Yeah. There was one Reaper. Is that sounds like one? I don't know.
I'm the wrong person. This
Reason?
is not a good question for
What?
me.
Reason. Is that what you're doing? Maybe.
Maybe. What do you use?
I use Twisted Wave, which is like it's a big red button and a big stop button.
Oh,
and
is that like GarageBand? But
it's less than that. It's
Need something to record.
It's the bare minimum. There are no fancy. You can barely even edit. It's
you
great.
see that? Doing song covers since 2012, 11, 10, 9,
Listen,
and
then
using Audacity.
And then I
Voice
use
memo.
and then Logic Pro X, which is pretty much the purchasable version of GarageBand.
I've done professional auditions with my phone, so I don't
So have
care,
I.
right?
Same.
But there you go.
Simple.
You have options.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Lizzie.
All right, hi, step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
AJ.
What up, AJ?
And with the rise of AI becoming much more of a use for art
Stinky poo poo. Yes.
and all that stuff, do you got? I mean, how do you feel about AI taking over everything?
I think that our AI overlords will be just and fair, and I know that we're all being recorded now, so actually, honestly, because I'm at the end of my career, you guys have to worry about it. For me, it's like, oh, they'll just keep producing my name in other venues. Yeah, sucks. It
You're
sucks.
not at the end of your career. Stop it.
I've got at least 15 left, I think. Yeah. Although my dad, he said, you need to really savor this time when you're old. You can look back on it. And I said, Dad, I'm going to be doing this when I'm old. I'm almost old now. I mean, how many years do we have left for One Piece? At least 5.
10.
10? Oh, my God.
He's been saying
Luffy,
5.
where are you?
He's been saying 5 years for the past 15 years.
Yeah, I know. That's my pat answer, though.
Yeah.
We have 5 years left.
5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
It's a tricky subject with AI because, like, yeah, AI sucks, and I don't know, man.
It
It's
was
so-
Alejandro Saab AI who said that.
Yeah, right?
Oh man, AI is so great. No, fucking. But yeah, it's a tricky subject for sure.
All right, thank you for your question. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Miles, who just so happens to be Amalee's longtime subscriber and follower on
Thank
Twitch.
you.
Nice.
Hi.
And
Tier 3.
You can say 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
No,
Hey.
tier 3.
Tier 3. What?
Yeah, what tier?
It says tier 1. Anyways. Question to her is, what inspires you of becoming Monarch, the villainous VTuber who is queen of the multiverse?
Listen. I wanted to be this cool VTuber. I wanted to be this cool girl. I had a really nice lore. She was awesome. She was just such a badass. And now I'm just a little gremlin that screams like Toad every time I stream.
Now you're just.
It's a slow. Yeah, I'm not at full form yet. So. But yeah, no wait. I just like goofing off with friends and playing games badly, and somehow you guys like watching that. So thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Miles, thank you for your question.
If you get a chance, tell Joel I said hi.
Will do.
Joel
Do the bit,
sucks.
Joel.
That was the AI, Alejandro.
No, that wasn't.
All right, hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Wheezy. I'm actually a tier 3 subscriber of you.
Let's go!
I think it's been 2 years now. I've been tier 3.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I do 6 months, so my wallet. But my question is, how does your voice acting like affect your VTubing and likewise? Like I do VTubing, I'm trying to get into voice acting, but like it's affecting it in a more worse way than it is positive for me.
For me, like, I haven't gotten jobs because I'm a VTuber. They always find out later. I think the funniest experience I've had with doing both is having directors like Sean Gann. He'll be like, "Oh my God, it's Sayu!" Like he'll tease me in the office. Another one was I went to PCB, I think at the time, to record Persona at some point, and Haven, who's the talent coordinator, this lovely individual just goes, "By the way, I really like the smash or pass you did with Monarch." And I'm like, "What did you say?" And they're like, "Yeah, it was really funny."
They'll go, "I really like your TikToks." And I'm like, "Which ones?"
Yeah. It's always weird when your agent also finds out you do the
No.
the VTubing.
But thank you.
Have you done any voice acting? Yeah.
I make my own video games.
Oh,
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
Nice.
In those, and also I make VTuber models. I do like a lot of rigging and animating because I'm a game
How
designer.
many layers
Respect.
have you drawn?
My most expensive.
And what's your rate?
Yeah.
My most complex one was 7,814 layers.
I don't even know what that looks like.
It was 34 outfits, 17 expressions, and 14 accessories.
So there you go, Sonny.
What?
Talk after this is over.
Yeah, let's exchange information.
You don't want to draw 7,000 layers?
No, I'll just give you the keys and you give me the in-betweens, right? Oh.
I do it for free for my friends because I love drawing and rigging.
Oh, that's nice. You should really charge.
Yeah.
No, I charge them for everything after.
Okay, good.
Okay,
I don't let them go anywhere.
I'll pay you.
Anyways, Pepe lives forever.
Peppa Pig sucks, but thank you.
I don't know. I like free 99. That's a good price for me. We're gonna
Free 99.
We'll talk later. All right. Hi. What's your name? What's your question?
My name is Robert. I got a two-part question. and
Yeah, what's up?
the other one. So, usually before like my smaller, obviously voice acting roles, there's this whole process of, drink room temperature water, sit there and look like a fool in the shower, opening your mouth, and then the exercises. So I was wondering if there's anything that you guys avoid to eat, drink, or do prior to kind of clear your vocal cords and make sure you're not phlegmy from eating like 10 pounds of cheese.
Yeah. Don't eat.
Well, I was going
dairy.
to say don't eat cheese or have dairy.
Any dairy at all, yeah.
That includes coffee, by the way, because coffee will dry up your vocal
I eat
cords.
very little before I record. Usually there's like maybe some avocado toast or something.
Yeah.
But it depends, though. I mean, some roles it's just what we call coffee drinking roles. You just go in there and sip a drink and a couple of lines, and in some shows you have to scream the whole time.
And also, I'll say this: every body is different. Like, obviously, everybody is different, but like every body is like different because, like, I know that some people they'll be like, "Oh, I drink coffee and I'm fine."
Yeah.
Some people will be like, "I drink coffee and my voice is gone for the day." So just see how your body reacts to, because your diet might be completely different than our diet.
Do you like licorice?
I do not. Well, I'm a man. It's a
trick?
simple pleasure. So if someone put it in front of me, I'm probably gonna eat it.
Licorice is really good for your voice, and especially if you push it too hard. Yeah. And I had COVID twice last year. Before that, I hated licorice. I mean, with a passion. My wife bought some soap once that smelled like licorice, and I was like, disgusting. And now I love it. It changed my taste buds, and it's great because I need it for voice acting.
Like black licorice?
Like black licorice, the hardcore
Did
stuff.
not know that.
Yeah, the real stuff. Hey, who likes licorice? Raise your hand. Freaks.
Red vines. I like red ones. Red ones.
The red one doesn't
That
count.
doesn't do anything for you. That's just
yeah.
candy. That's candy.
Yeah, I
There's
thought
no-
that's what we were talking about.
Well, we could talk candy. I like Jelly Bellies, those little jelly beans.
yeah.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
And if it's okay, that transitions to throat fatigue, how to fix it, because they have me do
Nimjam.
to like big-chested people.
When I started doing Usopp, a friend of mine, she's a vocal coach, and I said, I got this part, and he's really loud. And she said, well, what you need to do is like warm up about 2 hours beforehand, wait 2 hours, and warm up again, right? And she said, just out of curiosity, what does it sound like? It's like this. And she goes, oh, don't do that. And I was like, I have to. It's my job. And she goes, all right, then just don't talk for like 24 hours after you record it. So, yeah, and I do. Usually, I just try not to talk for 24 hours.
Vocal rest and drinking a bunch of water is important.
Yeah.
Tea, but get Nimjam.
Yeah.
It's this Chinese cough syrup. It's really good for you.
It's really good.
But here's the thing: don't take it before, take it after you've yelled, because it's supposed to give you another coat to help with the yelling. Because if you take it before, then you're just going to sound a little more mucusy than usual.
I also really recommend the vocal straw. It's a brand. Brandon McInnes got me on it as a singer. It's like this. It's just a metal straw, really. And if you blow into it, just like it's just like there's certain sizes for it. Anyways, it'll reset your voice back to your normal voice, so you're not always.
What else did he tell you, young lady?
I don't know. It works for me, and I carry it in my bag sometimes. It just like relaxes your.
Got it
throat.
on you right now?
I don't have it now.
A metal straw that you
Yeah.
blow through, and it relaxes your throat.
It makes your voice go back to you either like sing a tone into it, but it brings you back to.
That's
your
some
normal
Willy
voice.
Wonka crap.
No, it
trying
works. I
it.
swear to God. And like when I'm if I have a note that's like too hard for me to hit, or I can feel that I'm like straining into it, I'll practice the tone through the straw, and then it gives you like a muscle
So,
memory.
do you think if I blow into it, I could hit a whistle note?
I bet you can work up to it.
Also, there's something called Singer Saving Grace. It's a spray.
Yes.
And you spray that in your throat. It'll get you back up to 80% if you have to get through a session.
That stuff is really good, yeah.
Yeah, right?
And throat coat tea is also really good.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Honey.
Accessible.
but
Yeah.
really just rest.
Yeah, Monarch. Rest.
Yeah, Alejandro, rest.
You guys, I'm going to make you take a nap right now.
All right, cool.
Lay down.
Good night.
Next question.
Thank you so much.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you
Ed.
so much. Hi, what's your name and what's your question?
This is a 1.5. A 0.5 is how do you spell Nimjam?
N-I-J-I-O-M. And then
I-O-M?
I-O-M.
Okay.
Nimjam. I
Good.
think I
I'm
missed
You going to write a song about
I'm
Nimjo?
glad you could spell it because I could
Yeah.
not.
Oh, I'm
Is it
trying to get
NIM?
it.
NIM, John?
Nimjo will fix your throat. Nimjo.
You should be for a jingle writer.
Nimjo, get on the boat. Nimjo.
That's straight out of
Damn
Goofy
job.
movie. That's straight out of Goofy movie.
Okay.
On the road. Anyway,
And my real question is,
Yes.
so I've been lacking motivation to actually do auditions lately. So how do you guys keep yourself motivated to do like self-tapes?
money. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. He's right, though. I mean, especially if you're just starting out, your job is to audition.
Yeah.
You know? And so just think of it that way. Your job is not getting roles. Just audition, go on to the next one, audition, and then one will hit, you know? Yeah. Unless they tell you not to audition for other things while you're auditioning for this one, which they sometimes do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been so many times I've been called in for future stuff based on a past audition.
Yeah.
So I just audition as if the audition's the job, and sometimes they come back around. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Plus, it gives you practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
Don't put all your money in. Like, if you get like an audition at like Crunchyroll or something, don't put all your money into that thing, right? Just know that it's just another audition and move on, you know?
Love the Paul McCartney cosplay.
Yeah.
All right, hi, what's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Anthony, and
Hello.
this is kind of directed towards Amalee and I guess Sayu, because I didn't know Sayu did covers.
Yeah.
I followed Amalee for years before she became Monarch, the Scuff Queen, who doesn't
Yeah.
know how to pronounce Shigo.
Sure doesn't.
So,
Right here, right now, right here, right now. We're gonna do this.
Oh, I love that cover. Right here, right now. Huh.
my question is, I'm partial to Veracity and Top Musica. What is your favorite cover that you've done that will always hold a place in your heart?
I mean, I really love the Kim Possible cover that I just did. That one's pretty cool.
Stop plugging and answer the question.
I really like Top Musica. That one was really fun to do. It was a challenge.
I really like that one.
Yeah, I love Addo's voice. I love Hiroyuki. Did the composition for it. He does like all the music for. I'm a big nerd. I love him so much. But that one was really fun and a great challenge. And it was great to also be able to voice Uta in the movie and then be able to do all her songs. So it holds a special place in my heart. It's a good pick.
I used to go by Weeby on Spotify and YouTube and all that, and I recently changed it to Sayu.
Rebranding.
As rebranding and just make it easier for people. I don't know, dude. Probably my favorite one so far is the one that we're currently working on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You gonna plug the one that hasn't even come out yet?
Yeah, you did it. Why not? Other than that, I really liked. I did a cover with Iron Mouse. We did a Beetlejuice cover, and Say My Name, and I did the Beetlejuice voice that Alex Brightman does, and it's like, you could use a buddy. Like, I did that the whole time, and that was a lot of fun. Then Other Self from Kuroko's Basketball was really fun. There's a bunch of songs. I like singing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for your question. All right. Hi. What's your name? What's your question?
Hi, I'm Walt. Not to give anyone anxiety, but we are fast approaching the federal tax filing deadline.
I got an accountant for that.
There's no way this guy's going to give me anxiety, and suddenly...
Are you a CPA?
Actually, yes.
You're a
You
CPA?
are?
I'm not a tax CPA, though.
Oh.
So my question is, you're obviously in a very niche industry and profession. Has there Has there ever been anything really that struck you as interesting come up during when you're filing your taxes?
My accountant called me during COVID and be like, Mr. Saab, why are there so many DoorDash orders? And I was like, they're all business meetings. And they're like, really? No. So that was funny.
I mean, I guess technically, if you're on stream and you're
Not during that time, bro. Not during that time.
I dig the fact, though, that because I'm a comic book artist, too, it's like anything I want to buy is going to be comics or anime or cartoons. So it's like everything's a write-off. Going to the movies, everything. It's everything I like to do.
Inspiration and research.
Research is my
Research,
favorite.
a lot of research, yeah.
This trip to New York with Broadway, it's research for my acting capabilities.
That is
My
research.
Hulu and Netflix research.
Thank you.
Licorice.
Thank you.
Research.
This
Materials. That's office
That's
materials.
right. That is office supplies.
This designer bougie Coach bag or whatever, research. I mean, I need it. It's equipment.
There you go.
Hey, y'all. I'm Micah.
What up, Micah?
Quick question. So y'all voice a lot of characters. Out of all those characters, what characters do you guys kind of, relate to the best?
Ooh.
I relate to the dads a lot because I'm a dad. But my favorite is Koro Sensei. I just love playing that guy. But Maze Hughes, I relate to him really well. Krillin as well, to a certain degree.
All your characters turn into dads, huh?
Or they die. Or both.
Or both.
Yeah. Except
Dad that
Usopp, who should have died by now, and yet he keeps going.
Hey, maybe he'll turn into the dad by the end of it.
Usopp would be a good dad.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
I think so.
Telling all the stories, 100%.
Yeah, he'd be like, go get him, son.
Got to learn the hard way.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Trial by fire.
I have a character named Maureen Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling, and I just like her because I feel like she's just me, but like 1,000% more energy. And I just relate to her a lot. We got to goof off a lot in the booth and ad lib and kind of play around with some of the lines, and it was just really fun. It was a fun experience. Yeah, I love her a lot.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of characters I voice have a little bit of me in them,
Have to.
Yeah. Yeah, like Sino, for one, from Genshin. Apart from the dad jokes, he's just a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. And I was like, yeah, that's 100% me. I'll geek out about Yu-Gi-Oh any day of the week. I remember when we were in the booth, I was like, oh, nice, King of Invocations. They're like, what's so funny? It's Yu-Gi-Oh? The Crocodile King is obviously Yami Yugi? Like, what are we talking about? And they're like, really? Is that what that is? And I was like, are you kidding me? You wrote this. What are you talking about? Yeah, there's that, and then like Miyamura and Horimiya, just like high school is like, oh, this kind of sucks, but then it's like, oh, friends, they made it real nice, and getting to live life, and it's a lot of fun, and Persona 3 Reload is just depression, and I feel that. But yeah,
Thank you, guys.
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, hi, step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
My name is Robert, nickname Robzilla.
What up, Robzilla?
Yeah, 3 questions. Which anime is your favorite? Second, which anime characters are your favorite? And 3, which anime movies are your favorite?
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Kakashi, I guess, because he's the first.
Kakashi!
Relax. There's a difference.
Are you kidding?
There's a difference. You can have a favorite, and yet you could still think other characters are hotter. Relax.
Every single person that gets a tech support print, this is being written on it today.
What was the last question?
Your favorite characters?
Favorite movie?
Favorite
anime.
movie? Oh, like anime movie.
Yes.
The Dragon Ball superhero movie. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it counts as an anime movie, but I really like Howl's Moving Castle.
That is an anime movie. What are you talking about?
Kinda, it's like animation. Yeah, it's like
It's anime.
in the line. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to go back to Nausicaa, I mean, sure, but yeah. Did you mean the ones that we're in?
Oh, I'm not in the Dragon Ball superhero movie.
wish
I
was
just
in
said one.
Howl's.
I was.
Yeah, I know you were.
It's not my favorite, though. My favorite anime is One Piece, really, but my favorite character is Koro Sensei.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. But I was like, if I was a kid, I'd be all over that. One Piece and Dragon Ball Z. Jeez.
That's me.
Yeah.
That was my upbringing.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
And I liked One Piece Red, the movie.
Yeah.
I like that one too.
Biased.
I'm biased though, yeah.
And I liked Broly, the Broly movie.
That was great, yeah.
Less biased.
Yeah.
Oh, biased, but less biased.
Yeah.
And 4th question for Amalee. Do you always call Shiego?
Yes.
That's a lie.
That's her name. Her
That's a
name is
lie.
Diego.
You know she doesn't always call her that because she's literally said Shigo on screen
I've started
multiple times.
I've started spelling Shiego wrong on Twitter, and every time I write that name out, I've been spelling it wrong, and it makes the internet so mad, and it makes me so happy.
Sonny, if I show you a name, will you say it right?
Sure.
Okay, great. He's
Thank
Mind
you for your
meld.
question. Thank you.
Let's see this.
I know exactly what he's gonna
Mind
do.
meld.
It's gonna piss me off. All right. How do you say that? He's gonna piss me off.
Fictional character.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
It's Shigo.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. It's not Shigo?
It is Shigo.
Oh, okay, cool.
No.
It
She
looks like
just
Shigo.
says it wrong.
What do you say, Shago?
Shiego.
Shiego?
Like Diego.
Where are you getting all these extra
Thank you.
vowels?
It rolls off the tongue.
No, it.
You know what? I feel like I'm in the wrong panel, but I'm glad to be here.
This is the Go Shiego Go panel.
Yes.
That's the constant joke I make. When's the cover?
Next.
Go Diego, go, but Shiego.
I can't wait for Shiego.
Yeah, Shiego.
You guys want to do the backup vocals?
All right.
Step on up. What's your name? What's your question? We got about 10 minutes left, by the way.
My name's Derek, and I have a question for Sonny. What is your favorite moment as Usopp?
Oh, God. Usopp has some great moments. Most of them happen in Water 7. You know the moment where he has the money stolen and he's crying and he's angry and he's humiliated all at once? While I was recording that, and I've been acting since 1979, and this has never happened, but I had real tears just running down my face as I was recording it. And I went, God, this goofy character is now my favorite, you know, until Koro Sensei came along and just wiped him out. But yeah, that was my absolute favorite moment. And then I also play a character that's completely unrelated to Usopp named the Sniper King. And
yeah.
getting to sing that song was amazing, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question. All right, hi. Step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
My name's Daniel. Hey, Daniel.
What up, Daniel?
You know, we had a recent tragedy, and I was wondering what you guys, or what Akira Toriyama meant to you guys.
I'm South American. I'm Latino. I feel like that says everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not South American.
I watched all of Dragon Ball Z and GT before they even got to Frieza in the States.
Really?
Yeah. I moved to America when I was in 2001. I was 6. And I remember I was in elementary school, and I was like, hey, where are you guys at? Have you guys gotten to Goku Super Saiyan? And they're like, nah, what's that? We just met this guy called Frieza, and I was like, oh. But yeah, man, I used to play pretend with my siblings. I would do the fusion pose. I would do everything. Like, yeah, I had like bootleg toys because South America. It was really funny. I remember we didn't know what the movies were because they never brought them over from Japan. So me and my sibling, my brother, we'd have like a little miniature of Harudegarn, and we'd be like, oh yeah, that's Cell Super Saiyan. Yeah, for sure. So we just make up crap. Like Super Android 13, we're like, oh, that's Vegito, but like ascended. So
it hit me really hard. I mean, it's still kind of hitting hard. When I auditioned for Dragon Ball Z, I knew nothing about it. And the Canadian cast had already done like a season or two. And so we were told to do impressions of them. And Terry Clausen was the Canadian version. And his Krillin sounded a lot like the Team 4-Star version. It was like, hey, everybody, let's go, okay? And I got casted because I could mock him the best. And then I found out there was a comic book based on this, and I'm a comic book artist, so I was like, what? Where can I find this? And again, who was the president of Funimation at the time, he had every volume in his office. And I said, can I borrow those? And he goes, yeah, you're the voice of Krillin, go ahead. So I took them home and started reading them. And you know when you read comics, you have a voice in your head for how these characters should sound. And it wasn't like this, right? And to me, it sounded more like Popeye on helium, you know?
yeah.
And so the first day I'm recording, the director says, yeah, it sounds just like Terry Clausen. This guy's from Texas. But I hate that voice. And I'm like, oh, crap. I said, I do other voices. He goes, yeah, that's why we cast you. What else could you do? And I said, how about Popeye on helium? And he goes, what would that sound like? I went, I don't know, something like this. Come on, let's get him, guys. And he went, yeah, that's good. Use that. So Akira Toriyama meant a lot to me. I mean, I just fell in love with the artwork when I started reading it, and I just kept on reading it and just became a fan of his art, you know. And because of his genius, that's why we're here now, you know.
Very true.
I mean, I have so many friends that he meant the world to them, and I think we lost a legend too early. Exactly, yeah. I know, way too early, and I...
68, I think.
I literally would not be here. I mean, I started making Dragon Ball content, like on YouTube. That's how I started. And I knew it was something when my mom texted me and going, are you okay, mijito? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, my Ricky, my brother, was the first person to tell me. He was like, did you hear? And I was like, what happened?
Nah, my buddy AJ texted me.
Yeah.
I think I was in the middle of streaming.
Yeah.
Or
I was
just
flying when it happened, and then I landed at 1 o'clock in the morning, and my phone blew up as soon as I turned on the phone.
My mom actually texted me about it, and she doesn't know anything about anime. And I, so she had to explain it to me, but then I also had to explain to her.
Yeah, literally, my mom was like, Ricky's not okay. And I was like,
yeah.
And she doesn't know anything. Like, she knows Dragon Ball because we would scream when we were teenagers.
Yup.
Copying usually the Cell Saga.
Yup.
Like, Tien's Kikoho.
Yep.
That was our thing. So, thanks, guys.
Well, thank you for your question.
Yeah, and thanks for honoring him with your question.
Yeah, one big round of sound for Akira Toriyama, everybody.
Kamehameha!
All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Hi, I'm Michelle.
Hi.
Hi, Michelle. You probably can answer the question the best, but I'm interested to hear from all of you. No, actually,
B.
I'm a stage actress. And
Oh.
So I've been asked about potentially making the leap into voice acting. But I'm concerned about the amount of time you have to like find the heart of a character compared to a stage show.
Oh.
So I just want to know how you guys kind of approach that.
You know, it is different than theater because you have more time to explore the character and everything. Have you taken any classes from any voice actors? Because a lot of them teach.
Yeah, actually, a couple of my friends are also voice actors.
Okay.
And so I've done a few like audiobooks and stuff like that, but they want me to come and actually do full auditions and stuff like that. And I'm like, but
I used to. I don't teach now, but I actually taught him. He was in my first class.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do recommend finding them out because they're in the business, you know, so they're going to know the best. Also, a lot of them are directors, right? But as far as like how to get into the character, My method is I just look at the physique of the character
100%.
and I ask myself, how would I sound speaking through this body? And that's it. And that will get you there right away. Or at least it'll get you something that's believable, because that's how you would sound. I played this character in a very naughty anime called Prison School. Oh, you've seen it. Yeah, that's the perv section. And there's a character named Andre who's huge. He's about 600 pounds. He's got a giant head and a tiny little face, right? So I just said, how would I sound speaking with all that weight and probably a very tiny esophagus? So he sounds like this, and he's also very pervy. So he smells like Smeagol. But
yeah, I was gonna say go.
But that is how I came to the voice. I wasn't like trying to I'll just use my Smeagol voice. I was like, how would I sound speaking through that? How do you guys approach it?
Oh, I love that.
The way I just kind of go about it now is like looking at the physique, and then it's what I was taught afterwards was it's just plain pretend, and I was like, oh, this is a cool way to go about it. And I always just do I read the script once, and then I go for it. Even if it's auditions that have barely any context, I try to combine it all together like a little sandwich, make a story out of that. But honestly, I feel like treating it like playing pretend and just not overthinking it is what has helped me book way more.
Yeah, sometimes just instinct alone will get you there.
Yeah, a lot of my characters are kind of really similar to me. They're not. I wish I had a chance to voice characters with extreme shapes, but a lot of them are just slender ladies. But yeah, I usually start pretty close to my voice, so it's pretty natural. And then I let the director usually change up, or if they explain her background and she's a little bit more sophisticated or suave or elegant, then obviously that will change her voice. If she's more girl next door, obviously she's going to sound a little bit cuter and less put together. But sometimes it's more of a collaboration between the director and
your biggest challenge is going from stage to recording in a booth.
Translating, yeah.
It's not projecting. You have to pull back, and you got to be a lot more subtle. And it took me a couple of swings when I got in. They're like, "You're too loud." Oh, right, I'm speaking to the back. Okay.
Yeah. Or if
doing the same thing with the mic here. On the way up, going, do not scream into the mic. Do not scream into the mic.
And if you're on camera, it's reverse. You have to be louder, because when you're on camera, everything is so up close, and you're usually just mumbling and talking like this.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. And unfortunately, we have reached the end of our time for this panel. So if you didn't get a chance,
Technically, there are 36 seconds.
Well, I mean, we
Go quick now.
Lightning round. So really go as fast as you can.
My question is, if someone's Rick.
20 seconds.
I'm sorry. What's your advice for up and comers who are just starting to VTube and stream and all that stuff?
Drop out of college.
Okay.
No, I'm just.
Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, quick, as fast as you can. Go.
How do you express emotion?
Drop out of college.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, ready, go.
Okay, if you had a chance to collab with any VTuber other than Sayu, who would it be?
Drop out of college.
Yeah, I would drop out of college too.
And with that said, please, big round of applause for our amazing voice acting panel, Sonny Strait, Amalee, and Alejandro Saab.
Thank
Please
you.
Visit them down at their tables. They'll be here all weekend long.
See you at the table, guys.
And
you
enjoy
guys
the rest
there.
of your time here at GalaxyCon Richmond.
You forgot.
I did. It was all the drop out of college.
Drop out of college. Don't do that. That's